Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my traveler's notebook. I will be documenting these 4 photos that I took on a walk that I had with my kids a few weeks ago. I'm going to change it up a little bit this week, and I'm not going to start with my papers. I'm actually going to start with my picture and stamps. Now, I was cleaning up my stamps or organizing my stamps a few days ago, and I thought to myself that I should be using more of my stamps to create fun little collages of my photos, if that makes sense. So when I was going through my stamps, I found this speech bubble from one of my Feed Your Craft The Story stamp set, and I thought it would be a good idea to stamp each of my photos in this speech bubble, trim them out, and use them on my spread. I don't know what it was, but I just really wanted to kind of change it up a little bit and try something new. And I'm so happy that I did, because you are going to see how cute these photos turned out. Now, I used my, Pick Frame app to create this collage, and I made my photos longer because I measured my little speech bubble and thought that if I created my photos in this type of collage that they would fit in the speech bubble, and it worked out really well. And I really like how it turned out. You can see they look really cool and pretty different than just adding them to my spread. Once I am done, I'm gonna add my papers now. I always recommend, when you have more than one photo, to keep your paper subtle, and I really like this black and white, and it's actually cream, and it's really hard for me to work with cream, but I do not waste my paper. I'm going to use it, and I decide to go ahead and use it for the spread. So I'm just going to stick it down to the left side of my page and then add my photos, and you will see how cool and neat it looked. I was so proud of myself to come up with this idea. Maybe somebody has done this before, I don't know, but I really like how it turned out. I'm going to start going through my scrap drawer or scrap bags to find some papers that match well with my layout. I also do need a piece of paper to stamp on, because I'm going to stamp Oh the Places We Go using my Feed Your Craft Out and About stamp set to create my title. Now, because I can't really layer my photos, it would be too busy if I layered every single photo, I decide to layer my title. You guys know I love to layer, and I feel like if I didn't layer my title, it's going to be way too subtle for me, I guess. So I decide to use these papers to layer the title, and I will also add some embellishments and all that good stuff. You guys know I love my texture, so I'm just going to crinkle up my papers, and I will also use this mini doily to back up my title. Love this mini doily. They're perfect to back up 2x2 cards or photos. Now, while I was stamping my title, I really like the paper I use. It's just a subtle yellow and white, and I thought to myself, maybe I should back up my photos. Not really adding a lot of layers, just kind of giving me somewhere where I can add maybe titles or phrases to my photos, and also give a pinch of color to the right side of my spread with all my photos. So I decide to use the speech bubble again and stamp it 4 times on the same pattern paper that I used for my title, fussy cut them out, and then back up my photos with these speech bubbles. Now, once I'm done trimming out my speech bubbles, I'm going to start backing up my photos, and I'm going to leave some space underneath my photo to stamp. I wanted to stamp some phrases underneath some of these photos, so I'm going to leave some space where some of these photos will have more space than others, and that's fine. I'm not trying to make them all the same. I'm trying to add some space for myself to stamp on. I went through my stamp sets and chose 2 stamp sets that worked really well with my photos. They had phrases that worked well, and they were from Feature Craft. One was the Out and About, which I used for my title, and the Wander stamp set. Now, this stamp set has a lot of little phrases that worked well, like on my walk, go see, do, repeat, little things like that that fit perfectly under my photos. So I went ahead and used those 2 stamp sets to stamp out a few phrases right underneath my photos. Honestly, I'm so happy that I did this because the photos just popped and it gave my layout a totally different look. So sometimes when you think of something, try it out. It might actually surprise you, just like what happened to me. I didn't even think of that when I first started. I just wanted to use my speech bubble to stamp out my photos. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stick everything down, and then I'm gonna move back to the left side of my spread. I still want to add something to the left side. I want to layer my title and all that good stuff. So I go through my Feature Craft die cuts. I believe this is the Pattern Play die cuts, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to choose these really cute borders. I just felt like it gave the perfect touch to my title. So I'm going to add one at the top and one at the bottom. I'm also going to be using the Pattern Play stamp set from Feature Craft to add some pattern behind my layers. Now, this is a great way to add more interest and more layers to your title or your photo by stamping randomly and keeping it messy. Don't look at it like it has to be perfect. This is not like, literally, you're not going to see half of this once I'm done, but just adding it behind your layers just adds the perfect little touch. This is definitely my favorite part of creating any layout, is adding the embellishments. I'm going to go through my puffy stickers, and I want to add that mustardy yellow because I used that pattern paper that had that mustardy yellow for my title and my photos. So I really wanted to bring that using my embellishments. Now, I love these little puffy stickers from Feature Craft. It is an obsession, you guys. I know they are going on all my layouts lately, but I just can't get enough. I will also be adding some fussy cut out flowers, of course, to layer my title. I really wanted my title to have its own spread, if that makes sense. I wanted it to kind of stand out because it was so small. So adding the layers and the embellishments around it really helped my title stand out. I am almost done with my spread. I'm just going to add some more puffy stickers to my layers, and I will also grab my crystal drops to add a few around my title, and then I call my layout done. Don't forget, I will add all the links for everything I used in this video down in the description box for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!